Don't bow. Get up on a wubble. Buzz into a bubble. Wobble on the double and take your place to a wubbulous place. Scuttle on a shuttle. Waddle in a puddle. Through the middle of the muddle and hit your feet down a wubbulous street. Flip, float, flop and drop. Bottoms up down to the top. Insides, outsides, here and gone. When you get to the end, you go on and on. Scuttle and shuttle, waddle in a puddle, through the middle of the muddle, and dance your feet down the wubbulous street.
Hello, anyone out there?
Buzz into a bubble. Yeah!
Tighten up, get loose.
In the wubbulous world, in the wubbulous world of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah. Step right this way. It's time for our tour.
Where does it start?
Just outside this door.
What door?
Well, button, who's got the... There it is. Excuse me. Close, please. Whoops. Let's try again, shall we? Okay, excuse me.
Oh, duck.
Ah, there we go. Everybody in? Yeah. No waiting, watch your toes. There we go. Close, please. Ah, this is my favorite stop on the tour.
What makes it so special?
What makes it so special? This statue. It's the place to gather to sing or to play, or if you're sleepy, to snooze through the day. Hit it! Everybody ready, everybody set now.
Everybody ready, everybody set now.
Everybody go, everybody get now.
Everybody go, everybody get now.
If you're feeling sorry, if you're feeling sore, if you're sick and tired, we have got the cure. Everybody come down to the snoozer. Everybody cruise around the snoozer. Everybody come down to the snoozer.
I was once so lonely, didn't have a friend then.
Didn't have a buddy, didn't have a friend then.
I didn't have a clue when the cloudy days would end then.
Cloudy days and nights then.
You never know it now. He really was a loser.
Then the sun came out when I snoozed around the snoozer.
Everybody come down to the snoozer. Everybody cruise around the snoozer. Everybody come down to the snoozer. Catch you at the statue. Everybody come down to the snoozer. Everybody cruise around the snoozer. Everybody come down to the snoozer. Catch you at the statue. Hey, do you feel that? Something's in the air. Yes, it's a story unfolding. Ah, my little cats, forward. The tour will continue later.
I meant what I said. Ooh, the time has been coming. The time's very near. It's getting much closer. Aha! Now it's here.
What was that? What was that?
It's time to awake, to rise up and see your new turtle king. Just little old me.
A king? Well, harumph! To that I say, ha! Not around here.
And me, I add,
It's because I'm turtle, isn't it? It's because I have shell, isn't it? It's because I can live on land and water, isn't it?
It's because you're a jerk.
Oh, you of such tiny smallness. Perhaps you will better feel my majesty when you are standing in the shadow of a 6-story granite likeness of me.
What?
Behold! Beautiful, isn't it? Now then, my ace construction crew can begin working on my beautiful statue of beautiful me just as soon as we get rid of that sleepy thing.
Why doesn't he just crawl back into the swamp he came out of?
Now, Morton, just because we don't like what he says doesn't mean he doesn't have a right to say it.
Oh, well, does that mean I could say,
No!
Oh, what a double standard.
So, are you with me? I'm sorry, is that a yes?
I hope he can take ook for an answer.
Yeah, right.
Gonna build myself a statue. A great big statue. Gonna build myself a great big huge statue. For me, yeah.
If you're always early, you get the best spot. Then there's no better spot than the spot that you've got, is there?
There is not.
Yes, now go enjoy a safe and satisfying session of play.
Okay, Ma.
Yes. Go on ahead, dear. Lovely. Yes.
Ma! The snow!
What do you think? I don't know.
The snoozer is gone!
Hey, buddy. Ever carve a 6-story statue of a turtle?
4-story eel.
Yeah.
8-story garden slug.
Uh-huh.
Nope, no turtle.
Well, this first time for everything. Hey, Franny! Hold up on that huge block of granite! Can't build a thing nowadays with all these regulations. Uh-huh. Come on.
Well, it is very clear to me what's going on here.
Very clear. Yes. What's going on?
That Yertle has stolen our snoozer!
Oh, bad turtle!
Yes, and just as he said, he's commissioned a statue of himself to be built.
Yeah, built real big.
If I'm not mistaken, and surely I'm not,
You're not.
that Yertle is guilty!
He's guilty a lot.
Well, Jane is right.
The turtle is guilty! Yertle must be stopped!
What?
That turtle took our statue.
Morton, we shouldn't jump to conclusions. We should walk slowly and cautiously to conclusions.
I know.
Yertle must be captured and banished to the desert of the Screaming Greebles.
The desert of the screaming greebles.
Wait a minute, or two, or maybe a third. Now I mean what I say, and I mean every word. Maybe it's Yertle, but what if it's not?
Not Yertle?
Not Yertle? Not Yertle? What?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions. We should walk slowly and cautiously to conclusions.
We know. Anyone who would defend that terrible turtle is probably involved with his nasty schemes and deserves the same fate. Isn't that right? That is right. That's right. As soon as we find the turtle, we'll send you both to the desert of the screaming Greebles.
Lamb's great. You.
Hey, Pop. Are we gonna have to move to another neighborhood again?
Now, all those in favor banishing Yertle and the elephant, say aye. Well, then that's it. We're hunting for turtle. And guard those elephants until we get back. Got that?
Boo!
Oh, come on, Morton. It's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
Hey, how about a nice game of peanut, who's got the peanut, huh? Just like the old days? Peanut, who's got the peanut?
You do.
That didn't take long. Oh, I'm sorry.
I confess, I did it. Please don't sit on me anymore.
I told you he stole the statue.
That's right. I stole the statue? Wait a minute. I didn't steal a statue. Oddly enough, I'm totally innocent.
Huh, you are? Yeah, right.
Would this face lie? Never mind.
Oh, no matter what you say, Jane Kangaroo thinks you stole the statue, and she thinks we helped you.
Why?
Why? Because my pop here stood up for you.
Oh, you pachyderm, you. So, you'll help me?
Help you what?
Find out who really took the statue and prove that I'm innocent. Because if I'm innocent, then you're innocent. And if I'm guilty, then...
Please stop following us! Oh, we'll be back for you elephants later. You've got a date in the desert of the... Screaming Greeble.
So, you see, the wisdom in helping me.
You'd better hope for your sake we find the snoozer and prove that you're innocent. And for our sake.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing the right thing.
Well, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pop, we gotta talk about this said what I meant what I said stuff.
Hey, honest elephant, slow down.
Huh? What? Huh?
Oh, the frustration of being so quick of mind and slow of flipper.
Oh, any sign of the statue?
Nope, can't see a thing up ahead.
That's bad.
Oh, that's not so bad. Jane Kangaroo, those wicked-shots are right behind us. Oh, that's bad.
Real bad.
It's time to awake, to rise up and see your new turtle king, just little old me.
What are you doing?
These ants are just crying out for leadership. I am answering their cry. I shall return!
Open it up. Yeah, push the button. Yeah.
Oh, I can't reach it.
Hit it with your hat.
Oh, yeah.
Close, please.
Hey, what's going on here?
Whoa, we wanted to see what was going on with Horton and Morton and Yertle.
Why didn't you ask?
You see, the thing about doors is to know all about how to go in and how to get out. Excuse me, kid.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Let's watch.
What do you see there, Junior?
Your big feet, Mother.
No, dear, in front of my feet.
Oh, footprints.
Not just footprints, turtle prints and elephant prints. Horton and Yertle are beating a hasty retreat from justice.
I did not steal the statue. I did not steal the statue. I did not steal the statue. What more can I say?
Say that no matter what, from now on, you'll always do what's right.
No matter what, from now on, I will always do what's... I can't say it. It makes my tongue hurt.
Pop.
Huh?
Pop. Okay.
Calm down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
They're gaining on us.
Oh, let's hide in this cave.
Oh, yeah. Maybe there's some bats in here who need a leader.
No wonder no one can trust you.
Oh, and why is that, oh knower of all knowable knowledge?
Because you'll stop at nothing and step on anyone to get into power.
Oh, that. Is it my fault I was hatched to rule? To climb to the top of the turtle heap? This is a sad story.
Oh, brother.
I'm at home under the water. I'm at home upon the sand. Still I feel I'm welcome nowhere. Won't somebody understand? Doesn't matter if your hair is straight or if you wear it curled. Come on now, help me out. Oh, nobody likes you when you wanna rule the world. I'm a turtle with a vision, turtle with a dream. But it takes two to tango, 9 to form a baseball team.
A baseball team.
If you keep your flag all folded, or if you prefer your flag unfurled. Oh, nobody likes you when you wanna rule the world.
When you wanna rule the world.
Now some folks like to add, some folks like to subtract. Well, I divide and conquer. It's a plain and painful fact. Whether you like your vanilla and chocolate separate, or you like your ice cream swirl. Yeah. Nobody likes you when you wanna rule the world.
When you wanna rule
Do not mock this turtle now. Nobody likes you when you won't. I said when you wanna rule the world. Yeah. Does anybody have a lozenge? I complain and complain. No one listens.
Pop! I saw the snap!
Morton, calm down. Hey, breathe with me, okay? In. Out. In. Out. One more time, in. Out. Feeling better?
Yeah.
Can you speak?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, what do you want to say?
Well, the snap! I saw the snap! Oh, it's over! Oh, fly this way!
Oh, okay.
Breathe in, breathe out. Why, you...
There he is, Pop! There he is!
But that's it. That's our snoozer.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
all we have to do is find the real thief.
Ha, yeah, and hope it's not Yertle.
Oh, here's trouble.
Oh, stuff like this doesn't happen to the other kids.
And now what have we here? The answer, I think, is ever so clear.
Very clear.
A statue, a thief, and 2 of his friends. This is, I think, where their thievery ends. Guilty.
Wait! There's a mistake. I'm not Yertle the Turtle. I'm Yortis the Tortoise, whose charity work and kindness to kangaroos is renowned on 3 continents.
I don't think so.
You think so?
Right you are. I'm actually Izzard the Lizard with a shell.
Take them away.
I'd rather live with those screaming you-know-whats than in a place where one person decides who's innocent and who's guilty.
My Papa's right.
I am?
Yes, you are. Well, I was scared of doing the right thing, but I'm not anymore. I mean, just because Yertle is a no-good louse doesn't mean he stole a statue.
Oh, thank you.
You couldn't possibly mean that.
I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. I believe in my dad 100%.
Oh.
That's very moving, young fellow.
Oh, thank you.
Get them!
Stop now!
Excuse me?
What was that?
The turtle didn't steal any statue. Yertle is innocent, and so are the elephants.
A statue that talks? This must be a trick. I'd expect this from someone so slimy and slick.
This is no trick.
Well, who would have thunk it?
I'm not a statue. In fact, I'm a plunket.
A plunket?
What's that?
Since you want to know, a plunket's a creature whose heart beats so slow it plunks itself down for a nap that extends 100 years.
And then the nap ends?
Like clockwork.
And your 100 years was open last night?
Right, so I woke up and wandered. And I plunked myself right down here for another 100 years.
See? 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 The statue stole itself. The sweet air of innocence. So this is what it smells like.
You know, I can put up with a lot. But the one thing I don't like is waking up early.
Case closed, job done. Everyone go home. I think we could all use a nap.
A nice nap.
Yes, come now.
Mr. Plunkett, if it's all the same to you, would you consider taking your snooze in the same spot as before?
A plunket? Re-plunking in the same spot?
Let the statue sleep where he wants to sleep.
You mean a lot to us.
Yeah, our favorite spot wouldn't be the same without you.
Okay, then, as you wish. It's time for a nap.
You know, with my brains and your big, rocky scariness, we could rule. I mean, I'll take care of all the busy work, you know, the lawmaking, the throne sitting, the being worshipped. All you have to do is sleep. It's like talking to a statue.
Everybody come down to the snoozer. Everybody cruise around.
Oh, just 5 minutes more, Mom.
Catch you at the statue. Okay, everybody in.
Oh,
Come on,
what's
come on.
next on the tour?
Why, the future, of course. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.